don't know is that on December 21st will be 1 year. 1 year today. 1 year of that. Well, not 1 year today. 1 year on December 21st. The humorous, controversial talk show will be on the air for 1 full year. Holy crap. Can't believe it. Whew. And then we'll take 2 weeks off after our 1 year to get geared up for season 2. Get away. Oh my god. Okay. Should we get back to the music? I think we shall. Alright. This group is called The Quiet Kill. They're from Alaska. They were going to be on the show this Wednesday, but they had to cancel the last second. So just be me and Sputter talking about show bands counseling and all that jazz. And what do you guys do? How you guys feel about that? So nothing against the band. They're amazing musicians. I was looking forward to hearing about Alaska because I'm curious about Alaska. I don't really care for snow, but this is the mountains. This is me, anyway. But anyway, here is "When You're Going Through Hell" by Quiet Kill, again from Alaska. Here it is. Then right after the song, we'll get into this day of music because this day of music is a very interesting fact. It's interesting, very, very.
Think I'm better off that way.
when you're going through hell, the quiet kill from Alaska. Alright, so this day in music, I pick one band or one from the art history banks or whatever you want to call it, for the same music, to talk about and do a little research. Now, this day in music on this day, on September 19th, it was pretty busy. I'll just read off a few. In 1960, the former chicken punker, Chubby Checker went to number 1 on U.S. singles with a chart, The Twist. It made number 14 in the UK in 1961. The version with the Fat Boys made it to number 1 in the UK in 1988. Also in 1957, 16-year-old UK singer Cliff Richard, still known by his real name Harry Webb, joined the Dick League's Skelt Group. Alright, in 1960, Hank Billard and the Midnighters had the honor of being the first group to have 3 songs on the US 100 at the same time. Finger Poppin' Time, Let's Go, Let's Go, Let's Go, The Twist, all made the top 30. Ballard refused to perform The Twist on a highly rated US TV show, so Bubba Checker picked it up as The Innocence of Dick Clark. The Checkers version of the song was number 1 this week in 1961. 1969, CCR recorded their only UK number 1 single with Bad Moon Horizon. I love that song. Let me go find that song and play for you guys. A US number 2 hit also on this day. This group started 4 weeks run at number 1 on the US album chart with Green River. 1969, Child performed Bruce Springsteen, The Boss. Played first 2 nights of the Free Universe, Richmond, Virginia. 1970, the first UK Glastonbury Festival took place, featuring Mark Bolan, Ian Anderson, Keith Christmas, and a few more on this day. Not too sure about that one. I should check that out. In 1970, Diana Ross started a 3-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with Ain't No Mountain High, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Sang her first solo number 1 since leaving the Supremes, a number 6 in the UK. Alright, now 1979 is what I want to talk about. And those of you who are in the chat room, I'll put the video in so you guys can you can watch the video, because I'm not able to get the MP3 because this happened 36 years ago. And it's at 13 minutes and 24 seconds, so it's no way I'm going to play this. But I will read you guys this this day in music. In 1979, the No Nuke concert was held at New York Madison Square Garden. Performers include Stephen Stills, David Cosby, Jackson Browne, Bonnie Raitt, the Doobie Brothers, Ponko, Tom Petty, Carly Simon, James Taylor, and Bruce Springsteen. Now, I went deeper and further into this festival. 36 years ago today, this No Nuke concert was a rock and politic activists have pretty much always gone hand in hand. So basically, you guys remember the episode of Let's Talk About the Music when I had Johnny Sonic on it? If not, let me go grab that. I'll give you guys more information on that show so you guys can go check it out. Johnny Sonic was very in the beginning, in the middle of the podcast when we first started out. He is on episode 15, and we were talking about musicians and the politics and how they go hand in hand on throughout the history. And this no nuke concert was no other. So music and politics always goes hand in hand, especially back in the 70s. Anyway, so in the 70s, this connection in a new level with an all-star benefit concert, treating fans for ideals of gosh, there's a lot of words in here. Impressing crowd stages that produce such as George Harrison concert Beijing. Is that what Beijing? And Eric Clapton in Rainbow Concert. It's only fitting that these decades' final days born witness to what was this possible the biggest series benefit concert ever. The No Nuke show has been September 2019 through the 28th at the Madison Square Garden in New York City. The concert was organized by Musician United of Save Energy, Muse, a group put together in 1979 by Jackson Browne, Nash, and Bonnie Raitt. Orland's co-founder John Hall, a journalist activist, while the group's chief producer, drawing attention to danger of nuclear engines. Wasn't exactly a news a lot of Americans or Muse came together to opportunity time for a no nukes movement. The practical reactor meltdown in the 3 Mile Island of Pennsylvania stoked public fears in the spring 1979. Almost the same time that China hit films about the safety and viability of nuclear power plants arrived in theaters. It was almost right joke later as if we planned it that way. So they were basically fighting just like what the Native Americans are doing over there with the no pipe line about the nuclear wars. And now, of course, I wasn't even around in the 1970s, so there's a very interesting history that they were fighting against no nuclear plants. And you guys want to know more about that and watch the concert, I'll put it in the chat room. You guys read more of it because I pretty much chopped it all up, but that's okay. But that is